Hello everyone and welcome to Metro TV. I'm Andy Hoig, your host. I'm also publisher of Metro Magazine. Today we have four amazing guests from four amazing nonprofit organizations. We'll be talking to actually two ladies from Partnership for Kids. Immigrant Legal Center will also be here. Completely Kids, and lastly the Sienna Francis House talking about their upcoming 5K. So don't go away. Welcome back. I am here with Emiliano Lerda. He is the Executive Director from the Immigrant Legal Center, and welcome.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
So my first question to you is that you went through a name change earlier this year. So I want to talk about that a little bit because that's a big deal in a nonprofit organization.
That's right. As of January of this year, we are now doing business as the Immigrant Legal Center. We're still an affiliate of the Justice for Our Neighbors Network. So our name used to be Justice for Our Neighbors of Nebraska, and now we are the Immigrant Legal Center. The mission is the same. We welcome immigrants to the community by providing high quality legal services, education, and advocacy. We continue to be affiliated with the National Justice for Our Neighbors Network, but we wanted to change it to make it easier for our clients to find us. It was a very clear determination that we have found that our name was not descriptive, and we wanted to go for a more descriptive name that was it was going to help people understand what we do and what we're all about. And like, I think you just mentioned this, that your mission did not change, but what is your mission again? Is to welcome immigrants to the community by providing high quality legal services, education, and advocacy. So we're basically a nonprofit immigration legal firm. Okay. And have you seen, I know you said you've been with, as executive director for 7 years. 7.5 years. Seven and a half years. But who's counting?
Yeah. But I just want to know, for that 7.5 years, has your need base or your client base grown with people needing your services?
The need has always been there.
Right.
We have done a lot of work with the generosity and the support of the philanthropic community in Omaha and Nebraska and Southwest Iowa to grow our capacity to better meet that need.
Okay.
So our organization 7.5 years ago was composed of about 4 full-time employees, and this year, by the end of the year, we'll be close to 40 full-time employees. We now are having opening offices with full-time presence of an attorney and a paralegal in 7 locations across the state of Nebraska, and in Council Bluffs to cover Southwest Iowa, in addition to our headquarters here in Omaha. We also moved.
Yeah, you were just telling me about that. Yeah, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And that's 42nd and Center, you said?
42nd and Center.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about an event you have coming up. This is a really fun event. I love events that are just different. You're having your 4th annual Food Truck World Tour coming up. So tell us all about that. Yeah. So I'm very excited about this event, and this is going to be our best yet. The Food Truck World Tour is a fun, relaxed event. It's going to be on Wednesday, September 26th at the Fort Omaha campus of Metropolitan Community College. So the location is going to be great. People are going to be able to enjoy food from 4 different food trucks that are going to have a diverse offering of meals. So people can come and go. We're going to have performances. One of them is going to be flamenco. There's going to be belly dancers. So it's going to be really fun, entertaining opportunities, and then also an opportunity to learn more about the organization, about the work that we do and the difference that it makes, the difference that we can make through the generosity of the community. Yeah, absolutely. So you have a lot of people involved in this event. So who are they? What do they do? So we have our honorary chairs are Todd and Betiana Simon. Okay, yes. And they have been tremendous friends and supporters of our organization for many years now. And they graciously agreed to be the honorary hosts.
We also have the host committee co-chairs, and they have done a lot of work, and we're very grateful to both Denise and Hobson Powell, as well as Emily and Craig Moody.
Yeah.
They've done tremendous work. And then we have a long list of really terrific people in the host committee that have been doing a lot of work, contacting a lot of their friends, and calling in those favors.
Right. Well, so folks watching today, how can they get tickets?
They can go online to our website, immigrantlc.org, and they will see it right when they go to our website. It will be easy to get to the portal that would allow them to buy tickets if they want to make a donation, if they can't make it,
sure.
Or if they want to do a sponsorship. We're very grateful. I also like to mention our very generous donors, and the top donors are Susan and Mike Levins, Annette and Paul Smith, Betiana and Todd Simon, and Paulina and Bob Schlott.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, so many wonderful people and caring people in this community that give back.
Another family that I really want to mention, I would remiss not to mention them because they have been terrific supporters, and they're one of our sponsors at the top level as well, is the White's Family Foundation.
Okay. Yeah, they do a lot of really good work, so I'm glad they're supporting what you do.
I'm always telling them they do terrific work, and they support not just our organization, but a lot of great causes and organizations in the community. So
wonderful.
Very thankful to them.
All right, so website address one more time.
The website is immigrantlc.org.
Okay. Again, 4th Annual Food Truck World Tour coming up on Wednesday, September 26th.
That's right, 5:30 p.m. It's going to be fun, relax. People can enjoy food from food trucks and some really cool performances.
Wonderful. And I just also want to say you guys, again, are involved in our giving guide, so there's a great profile on what you do and how you can also give back through other areas. So check that out at spiritofomaha.com. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Well, hello and welcome back. I'm here with two really awesome women. Partnership for Kids, Deb Dembeck, Cheryl Murray, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a lot going on.
Yes,
you always have a lot going on,
busy.
but you've got a couple of events coming up this fall. But let's first talk about the Omaha Marathon.
Okay.
I'm super excited about that because I love doing 5Ks, but this is not just a 5K. I think it's a 5K, 10K, half, and full.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. And a 1 mile.
And a 1 mile.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's something for everybody.
Yes.
So you've been doing this for a couple years, and why is this important to the organization?
Okay. Well, this is our second year of doing it, and it's our opportunity to really have outreach for Partnership for Kids and really tell our story. It also allows our young people to have an opportunity to participate in something that they may never have participated in before. So it's really a win-win situation. Work with a great organization that has been running the marathon for many, many years, and so we're just really excited, and they are excited to give back to our mission and help our young people be successful. So for us, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's true, because the community comes out to do the event and to walk or run or whatnot, but it is a great opportunity for your mentees, mentors to come out and participate, and a lot of those young kids, have never done this before.
We had a young man last year who ran a half marathon, who had never run a half marathon before. He had run some, but had never trained, and he came out and he did it.
Yeah.
And I think for our young people is if they can finish a race,
yes,
that is huge for them. It builds self-confidence. It really helps them understand that they can set goals and achieve them. And that's very much what our program is about.
Right.
Is goal setting is a big part of our program.
Right. So before we talk about the next event, how can people sign up to participate in the Omaha Marathon?
That's super easy. All they need to do is go to omahamarathon.com, or p4k.org. Either way, there's a link. They can go in, sign up to participate in any of the 1 mile, the 5K, the 10K, the half, or the full.
Yeah.
Or we still need volunteers
Okay.
to work. So if you want to just come out maybe with your youth group or something and hand out water to the participants, there's an easy place on their website just to volunteer and put in a few service hours.
And we should say this is on the 16th.
Yes.
Is that a Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday morning.
Okay, Sunday
Sunday
morning. So
morning.
Sunday the 16th in the
Yep.
morning,
Uh-huh.
down at a TD Ameritrade.
Yep.
Right.
Did it last year, so it was just great. The course was fun. You know, a little challenge on some of the hills, but for the most part, it's just a nice.
It's a really great run, and the nice thing about it, it is also a Boston
Yes.
Marathon qualifier. So for marathon runners who are really looking to have that opportunity to run in the Boston Marathon, this is a qualifier, and it's a great course because it's pretty flat.
Right.
Where some of the courses can be really challenging, this one is flat, so they should be able to hit times
Right.
fairly well.
Yeah. Well, then let's talk about, you've got a fall event, Hops and Grapes, on October 25th. So tell us about that event.
26th.
26th.
That's okay. It's Friday night. And it is really going to be fantastic. Andy, we're really excited because I don't think a lot of people in town are doing this yet. So we know beer tasting, that's fantastic, right? We've got beer tasting, wine tasting, spirits. So if you want to bring along that friend who likes their vodka, their whiskey, their scotch. We also have local roasters and local pastries. So we're
Okay.
really focusing on all those fantastic local vendors supporting a local charity, Partnership for Kids, right, in our
Yeah.
mentoring program. And then, of course, we have live music with the Shenanigans. So we always think like, gosh, where could you go, right, and drink all night and eat all night and dance and have live
Yeah.
music and bid on some fantastic auction packages for $75.
Oh my gosh.
Can't.
You can't.
You can't, nowhere.
And it's somewhat casual, right? You don't have to dress up or.
It's all casual.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and you just have a great opportunity to have a lot of fun. I mean, every year that we've had this event, we've outgrown the facility.
Right.
So this year we're down at the Hilton downtown Omaha. I'm really excited about that because you can also, not only that, you can park for free, which
Right.
downtown Omaha, that's a huge. And then also the room rates are $89 a night for the room. So
Yeah.
if you want a great date night,
Sure.
it's a perfect fit, and it's just really turned into one of our signature events because it is so fun.
Right.
But all the money that is raised that night really goes to our programming. And when you do programming at elementary, middle, high school, and into college, it takes a lot.
Right.
So when you're dealing with 6,100 youth, you've got to have all that programming that can really help them go from one area of programming to the next.
For sure. So where can people find out more information about the mentoring piece?
Becoming a mentor?
Yes.
They should call us or go onto our website, again, p4k.org, and we have an entire team of mentor recruiters who will meet with people one-on-one. They can have a phone call, a cup of coffee, because we want to make sure that we're the right organization for you. So we're mentoring during the school day for our elementary school kiddos, and then after school for middle and high school kids.
Right.
And so it is the perfect fit for so many people who can just invest in those young students
Yeah.
that we have and have that relationship. I mean, we just reviewed a quote from a young candidate in our middle school program who's really wanting a mentor. And he said, I want a mentor because I have a lot going on in my home life and I need someone to talk to.
Right.
It's really powerful. Like, we need to find that young person the right mentor.
It's very important. Such important work. Before I let you go, you are approaching 30 years.
We are.
Very exciting.
It is exciting. This is such a great year coming up for us. As you know, in 1989, Gail and Mike Yanni started with all our kids. And in 2007, they joined with Cookie and Jerry Hoberman's group, the Winner's Circle. And it was really upon Dick and Mary Holland really
Right.
saying, let's get a program that allows a young person
Right.
to have help and services and guidance all the way from the beginning of school all the way to and through college.
Right, for sure.
So we've done that, and now we have it, and just a great time to celebrate all the young people that have really benefited from this program, or both programs. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a fantastic year, and a real salute to Mike and Gail and Jerry and Cookie
Sure.
as well.
Well, again, people can go, the website is www.p4k.org to find out information about both of the events and mentoring and everything else you do. So
definitely.
I just want to thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you. It's been
So-
a pleasure.
Andy.
Thanks. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Linda Toomey. She is the fairly new executive director for the Sienna Francis House. I think you said you've been here about 8 months.
8 months is
So
correct.
I just want to say welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me, but welcome to this amazing organization.
Yes, I've enjoyed the past 8 months. It has kind of flown by. Sometimes I feel like I've still only been there for 10 minutes, but it is a busy place. So every day we're, working our hearts out down there, but the first 8 months have been great.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, we're here to talk about a couple things. One is you have on September 8th, you have the 5K walk run coming up. I did it last year. Just a great way to bring awareness to the community, raise some money. A lot of the folks that your clients or residents, I mean, they come out to do that as well. So let's talk a little bit about the 5K.
Yeah, so next week we're going to have the 23rd
Wow.
annual
Oh, my
5K
goodness.
walk run. So it's, a great event for the organization. It does involve the individuals that we serve. We call them guests or program participants, and they get to come out. But we also get to celebrate kind of the yearly success of every year. We do this, and it raises awareness for the organization, who we are and what we do, and also raises awareness about the problem of homelessness in the city of Omaha and the community. So we feel like it's a great day for families, for individuals. If you like to run, come out and join us. If you just want to walk, we welcome all walkers. And if you're a family, we have some family games and activities. So anybody who wants to support us, learn more about us, and also support the community's efforts in homelessness, we would love to have you.
And where's it at? Is it at Exarban again?
Yes, it's at Stinson Park in Exarban.
Yeah. Okay.
And registration starts at 7:30. The events to kick off the run walk start about 8:45, and 9 o'clock we start the races.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about the event. It does support the mission of the Sienna Francis House. And what is your mission?
Yeah, so the Sienna Francis House's mission is to serve homeless individuals. Our mission is to welcome all and empower people to find appropriate housing. So as part of our mission, we have 3 really distinct programs. We have a shelter program in which we have a men's shelter, a standalone men's shelter, and we also have a women's shelter. We serve about 350 men on average a night. Sometimes during cooler weather, it's been about 325 lately. And during the depths of winter and some of the heat spikes that we have in the summer, we get up to 400, 410 men a night.
Okay.
We also have a women's shelter that serves about 60 women on a daily average. And that program stopped serving women with children a few months ago. So I do want to say we still serve women. People ask us all the time, are you still serving women? Yes, we just no longer serve women with children. We don't have a large enough campus and the facilities to support the mission with women and children. So it was very hard for us to kind of let those go, but mainly single adults, men and women.
So can you just talk about homelessness in general in the Omaha community and kind of where you see that being at right now?
Yeah. So about 7,000 individuals experience homelessness in the Omaha metro area in a given year. So that's been pretty steady. If you looked at the last couple of years of HUD data, they're the ones who kind of published the data on the community's problem. It's been up and down a little bit, but not anything that's been remarkable. So the Sienna Francis House, we serve about 3,700 of those homeless individuals a year. So besides the shelter program, we also have a chemical addiction program in which we house 80 individuals who've been homeless, who have a chemical addiction problem. And we have permanent supportive housing for individuals who are chronically homeless who also have a disability, a physical disability or a mental disability. So when we serve about 3,700 of those individuals, they can be anywhere in our shelter program, our chemical addiction program, which has a rehousing aspect, and our apartment programs, which is permanent housing for chronically homeless individuals.
So I want to make sure before we run out of time to first talk about what can the local community do to help you, to help this organization.
Yeah. So the walk run's a great example. It's a thing where people can come out and show their support, engage in activities they like to do. They also learn a little bit more about the organization. We also think it's a great time for people to learn about how to advocate for people who are homeless and people who have mental illness. We'll be sharing some facts about homelessness that day and talking about just the efforts that it takes to help someone end an episode of homelessness. The other thing is we accept donations of all kinds. You know, if people want to donate old clothes, household items, and things like that, you can bring them down to Santa Francis House. We'll put them to use with the people that we're working with.
So if people want to sign up for the walk, where do they go? Is there a website they can go to?
They can go to the Santa Francis House website, santafrancishouse.org. We also have a Facebook page, so they can find us on Facebook, and both of those places have all the information about the walk run.
I know you have great information on your websites. You're also included in our annual giving guide, so we have a nice one-page piece that just kind of gives you a snippet of different ways to get involved and a wish list as well. So I just want to thank you so much for being here, Linda.
Thank you for having us. We hope you can come out again this year and participate.
I'm planning on it, so thank you. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. Here I have Adriel Griffin. She's joining me from Completely Kids. A lot of fun, great organization and a fun event coming up. So thank you for joining me, Adriel.
Thank you for having me, Andy.
You're welcome. So let's first, before we get into the event, talk about Completely Kids. What's the mission? What's the purpose?
Yeah, so Completely Kids, we predominantly do after school programming, and then an extension of that is our family services. So we are really trying to equip and empower our kids and families with skills that'll help them achieve success. And what that looks like is working on academic and enrichment activities with them, making sure their basic needs are met, so healthy food. Even beyond that, we do physical fitness and nutrition in our after-school programs. We bring in a lot of community partners and providers to work with them. So we feel like what's really important is to make sure that their families are involved. So the adult education piece that we offer is a huge thing. So ESL, GED, literacy classes, those are all things that the parents need in order to make sure that their families are successful at home.
Yeah, because I was actually looking at your profile in the Giving Guide, and you talked about how many kids do you serve?
We serve about 2,000 every year.
Okay, yeah. So it's significant. So what ways can people support or get involved with you?
Yeah, so we have several different ways. One of those is with your time, coming in to volunteer. I mentioned the weekend food program. That's one of the most active volunteer opportunities that we have. So you can come in and pack bags of food that get sent home with the kids every weekend. And then we've got reading opportunities throughout the year. There's also various supply drives that we do. So we just did a back to school drive where we got over 900 backpacks filled with school supplies donated that people, they just got groups of their coworkers and friends and had a really great time with it. So volunteering is a big one. Of course, there's the financial support.
Sure.
One of the big initiatives that we had was a capital campaign, and our executive director did an amazing job of raising that money, but then we have to sustain that and make sure that that happens going forward. And so that brings us to the reason that we're really here to talk about today, and that's our fundraisers.
Yeah.
Fundraisers are a fun way to get involved with an organization, to come learn about what an organization is all about, and to enjoy yourselves while giving back to a great cause.
So this one coming up, Night in the Neighborhood, is this your second year?
A second year,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Yes.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, so it is a very new fundraiser for us. We previously had done Big Red Tailgate for many years.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we wanted to just change it up, and one of the ways that we wanted to do so was we wanted to bring people into our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we wanted to highlight the work that was going on there, but then the families and the culture and just the environment of our hood.
Sure.
Now called the Quarters. And so we came up with Night in the Neighborhood, and it's just a really fun, casual evening, drinks, food, all sorts of ways that you can give back. So this year we're going to do a super silent auction, a raffle, a gift card grab. We're going to do something called Fund an Item, where basically if you're not into some of the other things going on, but you just want to support our organization, there's a real
Right.
tangible way, dollar amount, $50 does this, $100 does this,
Yeah.
and you can go that route. So it's at Founders 19. So
Okay.
just
Great venue.
Yes, yes. They were great last year.
Yeah.
Jeff Snow is the caterer there, amazing food.
Yes.
So it'll be really fun. That's coming up in about 2 weeks.
So if people want to buy tickets, if they want to go, where do they go to do that?
Yes, they can do reservations online at completelykids.org. That's the best way to do it. Of course, if they're having issues or can't get to a computer or whatever, they can give us a call.
Sure.
So that's 402-397-5809.
Okay. Well, again, I know your website has great information about this event and then also other ways to give.
Absolutely.
I also want to mention you guys are in our annual giving guide. So you've got a profile in there that just kind of gives you a
Yes.
quick look at every way to get involved and wish lists and whatnot. I'm glad you mentioned the reading thing. I'm going to contact you and maybe
Yeah.
come down and do some reading.
Come read with our kids. They love it.
That
It's a
sounds-
really fun way to
Yeah.
get one-on-one interaction
Yeah,
with them.
I love that.
So,
So, all right, website one more time is,
completelykids.org,
okay,
Yep.
and Night in the Neighborhood is the 13th?
September 13th.
Okay.
It's a Thursday night, so literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
from
Oh my
tonight.
gosh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally right around the corner.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for joining me
Thank
today.
you.
And
Thank you.
I'll stop by that night.
That
So,
sounds great.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
All right, thank you, and we'll be right back. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Again, nominate your favorite charity event. Go to spiritofomaha.com. You'll have till the 15th of September. We want to know what your favorite charity event was between June 1st, 2017, May 31st, 2018, and we'll be announcing the top 5 in those categories in our October issue of Metro Magazine. But again, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.